people, welcome to another edition of that finger-tapping frenzy that we all know and love. It's WWE SuperCard with me, Big Jim, here at BadLadDad HQ. Now then, what do we have? Gothic, Neon, and Shattered. Yes, it's the new tiers that are coming out. Gothic, Neon, Shattered, Dozy, Grumpy, Sleepy, Bashful, whatever the names are. New tiers coming out in Season 5 of WWE SuperCard, which could still possibly be next Wednesday, November the 7th. But feeling is, we're in this last man standing with Undertaker right now, that it could be a flash event for the following weekend. And then we'll maybe get Season 5 launching on around the 13th or 14th, Tuesday or Wednesday, 13th or 14th of November. Still don't know. But what we do know is all these details released by Cat Daddy and 2K Games. Got my reading bins at the ready to have a look and just do a little summary of what's going on. Card cap, I still think we could do with a bigger card cap, but still, it's just a little thing. It's just a little thing. We don't know. It might be an improvement. I don't know. But the bigger news, my cards, the menu that that we're used to, is having a revamp. First time in 4 years. And it says it's going to make it an overhaul to make things cleaner and quicker, and we'll be able to get to our most important cards faster. So I assume there must be some sort of way that we can filter things ourselves as opposed to just relying on their automatic filters. Or they might have added in some better filters for us rather than just to go by tiers. But again, we'll have to see how that works out. But the main menu as well, it's all designed apparently to make things a lot less hassle and a lot faster and easier to navigate. And now the big thing, massive, huge thing, is the multi-fusion chamber. Long John Silver and the Pirates in the fusion chamber. They need some help down there now. There's going to be 3 fusion chambers if you think about it. Because there's going to be the regular fusions, which some of you don't bother with, I know. But I do chisel away now and again when I can. But of course, you get interrupted with all these special event fusions and things going on. Well, that's not going to be the case anymore. There's the regular fusions, legacy fusions, so you can try and get some of those old cards. Apparently, if you've missed out on some, you want to try and get them. They're going to be available too. And then the promotional fusions, which will be all these various events that we've been going through, which includes, obviously, Halloween right now. And promises of just revamping the card catalogue so it looks better. I mean, it is a bit difficult. If you go in the card catalogue now and you're trying to scroll down to someone, just trying to think of someone like Warrior, who's all the way down the bottom if you're going alphabetically. There's like, for ages. Hopefully that's been changed slightly, but certainly the presentation seems to be better. Or at least that's the promise. And then, the biggest news of all, we've got the 3 tiers. Gothic, Neon, and Shattered. As you can tell from the names, these are some of the most dynamic and thematically fun cards we've ever made. The Gothic Pro, for example, is a moody card with crackling candles in the foreground and bats flying around in the background. Bats in your belfry, what more could you want? Overall, we're adding more than 250 new cards through these tiers, including some debuts. EC3, Ricochet, Candice LeRae and more are joining WWE SuperCard. And one other thing that is of interest, everyone has been going on about the events, and are the events going to change? Are we going to see a return to some of the older events? No, we never thought there was going to be that, but you know, people still ask the questions. And it says here in December there will be a new event to complement Ring Dobby Dim Dom, that's how it's spelled here, Ring Dobby Dim Dom, Road to Glory and Last Man Standing. So the 3 events that we're familiar with and that are running right now are still there in place. No changes there, but there's something new coming along. We might also have plans for holiday promotion and more. Well, obviously they've shown the ability. I think that the big thing with Season 4 was it proved that they are now able to introduce things mid-season as opposed to having to do things at the start of a new season. And various promotions, not just been like a couple, but there's been promotions rattling through throughout the season. So fun times ahead, perhaps, don't know, we'll have to wait and see how this all transpires, but certainly can't wait to get my hands on it and have a look and see how things are, see all the new menus, see what the navigating's like, see if indeed it is easier to plough through with the card cap that we're on at present, all that kind of thing. But of course the designs as well, we want to see who's in the tiers, we want to see what the designs look like, still need that information. So certainly keep my eyes open, my ears open, my communication lines of communication open for those good people like Cat Daddy and 2K to just, come on, give us a hint, show us some more details. Back to normal business, not anything's normal around here. I do have, having spoken about event fusions, I've got one of these to collect. Now, how am I doing with these? Let's have a look in my cards. I don't have a SummerSlam Pro. You won't be surprised to hear, I'm sure. WrestleMania 34, I have already pro'd a Samoa Joe and deleted it already, and I could obviously do another one. There's a single Shinsuke, there's a single Asuka, there's Taker from the previous year. And then moving on to Goliath, I've actually had the last 3 pulls of, is it 3 pulls? The last few pulls, at least the last couple, it might be 3. Let's have a look. Have been Gothics. Yeah, there we go. As you can see, DB, The Miz, and Charlotte. So, that's been a step up, because it had been all WrestleManias really up until then. But of course I did get those 2 SummerSlam cards from those QR codes. So the 2 SummerSlam cards I've got. Don't know why I'm showing you these, because we know it's not going to be waiting for me there in the Fusion Chamber. But let's have a look anyway. Let's have a look anyway. Where have they gone? I can't even remember if I've fed them up or started training them or what I've done with them. What have I done with them? Hello. Hello. Oh, I know what I did with them. I changed the images. That's why I didn't spot them. Yes, got Aleister Black and the Zigmeister, Dolphy Zig. So if I got one of those 2, that would be a pro, which not much use to the general way of things, but would squeeze in the old Ring Dummy Dim Dom. Not Ring Dummy Dim Dom. Road to Glory. So let's have a look at that. And then what I'm going to do is, they've added SummerSlam cards to the battle rewards on Team Battleground. So I'm going to open one of those SummerSlam packs just for the heck of it. Because as you know, pros have been avoiding me throughout this tier. So it'd just be funny to see if I can pull another single, really, to be quite honest. Alright, Fusion complete. Let's have a look. I reckon another Samoa Joe. He seems the popular take. Everyone seems to be getting Samoa Joe several times, multiple times. Here we go, Samoa Joe. It's a pro. It's a Goliath pro. It's good for the catalogue. It's a DB pro. We don't know. Yeah, it's a pro. Okay. Well, that's kind of amusing. I mean, obviously I'm not going to bother doing him properly, but we'll see what it's like. Get to see what the animation's like. Now, what was I going to do? I was going to go into the old battle points, wasn't I? I don't know what I've been doing my battle points, to be quite honest. I don't know why I've got so few. Perhaps we've just not been bothering doing so many battles this term. But yeah, as I say, if you look in the store, 69 grand for a pair, which I don't have, and we haven't done a battleground the last couple of weeks, so probably take a while to get to 69. So I thought, oh, what the hey, let's do a single. Let's do a single, see where we go. And that says 1 superstar, so it could be a female. So it could be a female. You know I like a single female. So let's have a look, see what I get. I get wedding on a network. Right, here we go. It had to be my old mucker Cedric, didn't it? It had to be my old mucker Cedric, and I'm pretty sure I don't have him. I can't believe it's another single. Man, I could go mad playing this game. I'll tell you what, I'll log out just for the hell of it. Right. Oh, thank you to all of you who are saying, can you join Enkayoko's team? As I may have mentioned before, Enkayoko is an account that I maybe look at once every couple of weeks. When there's an event like this on, I do tend to do the events just to try and get the cards, just help boost it up. But I kind of keep that account just to play at a lower level, just to see what's going on in the lower level. Keep in touch with you guys who haven't reached SummerSlam 18 yet. So I don't actually have any teammates. I did create a team, but there's no teammates, and it wouldn't be fair of me to introduce you all into a team because I just wouldn't be playing it. And I don't want to do that to you. I don't want to say, oh, come and join my team, and I'll just sit there and do nothing, and you do all the work. That wouldn't be fair. Unless you want to do that, let me know in the comments below. But I really don't think that would be a fair thing to do. Even if you all said, yes, do it, Big Jim. I don't think that would be fair. Although I guess it would be quite nice to be a part of a kind of official BadLadDad team. Who knows? No, don't bother saying that. I don't want to do it. I just don't think it would be fair. Now, what was I going to look at? Come on. Memory's gone. Getting old. What was I looking at? It's my cards. Team Battleground. Oh, yeah, of course. I've just opened a pack, you doofus. Let's go into my cards. Let's go into Combinable. Oh, he is there. He was a pro. How could I doubt? Cedric, my old mucker. Well, there you go. Got something fun to work on. There's DB. And I've mentioned previously, I'm not going to bother doing Bobby Fish because I'm going to stick him in the fusion chamber as soon as all this Halloween-y stuff is cleared off. Of course, that's November the 7th when that goes. So, got another week yet to still try and get a SummerSlam Halloween-y pro. So, there we go, people. Quite a lot of things whizzed through there. Last man standing, actually, just before we disappear. As you can see, I'm geared up. I haven't started yet, and you may question why it's even worth going for, bearing in mind we've got new tiers coming up in at least a couple of weeks. I just love that image. I'm going to have to go for it, even if I finish like 10,000th. I just think I need that image, because that's going to be a great image to introduce onto a card sometime, isn't it? So, let's just have a look at it on the card. That looks great. So, I'm a bit annoyed about it, but I think because of that very fact, I want that image, I'm going to have to go for it. Not in a big way, just in a, I need that picture kind of way. So what are you looking forward to in the new tiers? Are you fed up with getting 3 new tiers at the start of the new season? Or do you think with all the changes that are going on and starting off at Harden now, do you think that's okay? It's levelling the playing field a bit. Don't think it will, but I don't know. We don't know these things till we try, do we? Let me know your thoughts on Season 5 down below, and let me know what you think about this 3-tier system, whether we should be launching with 3 tiers every time, or whether you think 1 tier would be a better way of doing it. Let's wait to see. Let's wait to see. I think we're kind of getting used to it now, but I'm not endorsing it, and I'm not particularly against it either, just because it is lovely seeing all these new cards and new things to go for, and it gives you a bit more forward planning than you get to a top tier and you get some pros almost straight away, and then within a few weeks you're like, okay, well I've filled out with all these pros and there's not really anywhere for me to go. Having said that, as you know, SummerSlam 18 tier for me has just been the absolute worst. It's been my worst tier in 4 years of playing, just not getting the pros. But Cedric, well, mucker Cedric's come along to save the day. So there we have it, people. Thanks ever so much for watching. You know what to do, you know the drill. If you like the video, whack us a few likes down below. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Why haven't you subscribed? All this Season 5 stuff coming up. Can't wait. And of course, on top of that, there's Instagram, there's Twitter, there's Facebook. I'll stop pointing until I see you next time. You stay cool.